Hello everyone, welcome to another day in Shroud of the Avatar, and today we are in game with Scarface, and we're actually down, we're going to go into the Twins foothills, and it's on the Isle of Elysium, which is on the bottom left hand of the map. You have Brittany up here, just zoom in so you can see that. And so you get to it by walking all the way around or by coming down and catching a boat from Airy or catching a boat from Exeter. So, and that will bring you across to the island. And then you just head up to the Twins foothills up here in the top right hand of this island, and let's go in. It's a nice 5-tier area, so it's suitable for this character. Now the only thing I haven't done today, which I would have normally have done, is I've not got any of the blessings from the fountain. I've got my 2 food buffs, so let's enter in and see what we find inside. And I'm going to use the default entrance. The other entrances will become available to you as you find them in the zone, so but I will use the default entrance. Now the zone itself has some bandits in it. Choosing the wrong tree there. Some bandits in it, some wolves and some bears, and has quite a lot of resources in there, some mining resources. And of course it's also the entrance to, I'm going to get the name right, Elysium Mines, which I will show you as we go round. I'm just going to come in and I'm going to take a right up here where there's some deer, some bears, and start some bandits. There's some trees up here, for instance, with some wolves. If we're lucky we'll find some obsidian animals, and if we kill them and we're lucky again, we will be able to skin them. So let's head on over here, and here's a thug who wants to thing me. Now one of the things I am using with this character is I am using death magic, which, because I'm wearing chain, will mean that sometimes the spells will fail. If you want to be more successful with magic, of course you would use cloth armor. It doesn't mean that you can't use it, it means that it's just a little bit harder to actually use it. But the death magic has some nice abilities of the fact that you can take the life force from your target and of course add it to yourself, which means then you don't need to cast heal so much. So it's rather handy if you're like me and you prefer to play in a tanking mode instead of playing in something like an archer mode or something like that, where you would keep yourself ranged. And the skeleton, which you can we can also help you whilst you harvest. So let's just get this one down. I'll show you the tree. And let's use the death punch. I'll be using that a little bit more because I want to get the attunement in death magic up, which then means I can start to succeed more on the higher end spells. So if we bring up the skill tree here, the higher the attunement, the more chance that you will be able to cast one of these spells. So if we go down here, now it shows me 36% fizzle chance, and I'll actually get a bonus because my attunement is at 77, because the death shield also gives me some more attunement. So, but the benefits are, this one here, Death Ray, will take life force from your enemy and place it on yourself. You get the ability to have a starter companion, I'm going to call them. They're not as powerful as the lichens and elements that you can get in each of the magic trees, but they are, if you like, a starting element. Now, they do decay over time if you leave them, so this one is just about to expire. But of course, with these skills, those can be extended and you can make them stronger, and these are all passive skills. So that's why we're training in the Death Magic tree, especially today. And in here you'll find loads of lovely bandits, which are quite handy for me. It's the only thing you can't use. See, we get loads of fizzle here. Got stun there. It doesn't want to come in. Each time it's ding me. Right, let's cast one of those. Let's bring up the skeleton. There we go, now we've got the death shield in. Now what we can do is we can start to use the death punch because we're close enough. And we can keep our health up. But we are using focus, of course. The higher you train it, the less focus it takes. Oh, you just got some reinforcements. And I do have other. In fact, I've got to change this deck because I don't need these ones over here, so we'll do that once we've cleared these ones. And one more. There it goes. Because this deck here I did actually do for fire. When I'm in a fire area where there's a lot of fire mages or something. I was in one of the other mines where there's lots of lava. So let's change our deck. And we need to go into equip that one. And let's have a look at that deck. Just got that one there. Right, now I need to change the deck because I want to put that punch in there. I want to modify it. And then I want to bring up the skills deck. And then what I want to do is I want to add punch in. Love it when it doesn't ding me. Right. There we go. And then we're going to put the cards into the deck. We'll go done. And done. Just in time. So now we've got loads of wonderful things we can use with this one. We've got a bit of fire magic for getting some fire around us. We can blind him. We have to use some sword skills now. We need to get that one trained. Now we can use a bit of thingy to get some. Blind him again. Now blinding basically cuts down his chance to avoid an attack. So let's see what we get. Repair kit and a longer club. I've seen a long club before. I'm going to keep one of those. And right, let's carry on round. I'll collect the resources as we go. We've got some cotton here. Now all these nodes that I'm showing you will be in the same location, but maybe not active at the time when you pass them. some maple wood there. For instance, there is a tree over here, which is a node, but it's not available to me at the moment. Let's get the cotton. Even though cotton can be farmed, sometimes in the wild bushes you can get some extra items. 3 cotton out of that one. Now just over here there is another plant called a nightshade plant. Now these are better to harvest when it is night time. Let's just deal with our friend over here. Yeah, that's shielded up, so we can, not that I really need it in this zone because I'm not taking much damage, but I am, as I say, trying to train up in these abilities in death magic. Oh, I need to do that one because that will help me keep my focus active. Put some flame around me. Adds more damage points per second. Oh, I've got a damaged weapon. Let's have a look and see what's damaged. And yes, it's the shield. Now you know the one that's damaged because it's in a yellow colour. And it does have very low durability, this one. So I'm going to have to make a choice of either repairing it with a Kodo or replacing it. Now I can replace this shield because I can craft them to this level. But whilst we're out in the combat field, we'll need a blacksmith repair kit, which I should hope that I've got one. Yep. And we will need to unlock it if it is locked. And then you've just got to drag the tool over the item and then say repair. And that does a minor repair and means that the weapon still becomes active. Now again, going back to the nightshade plant, if we actually harvest it during daytime, we'll only get normally about 1 out of it. If you harvest them at night time, you can get 6 or 8 out of the same plants because they give better yields during the night. Another reagent that does this is black pearl, which can normally be found on shorelines in some areas. There's a copper node here, but we're going to have to deal with Mr. Wolf, but we really should bring up our friend, Mr. Bones. We've got him trained up at another level. And then we can do the punch, not bother with the fire. And we need to do that one. Punch, good. And the quadruple should see him finished. So let's first of all mine the copper. Of course, copper is used for making armour or weapons in the game. And you might get some advanced metals, or advanced ores I'm going to call them. They're used to make advanced metals in the game, again for your armour or weapons. They give extra benefits. Let's skin the wolf and see what we get out of the wolf. And we just get a normal wolf head and animal hide. Animal hide, of course, used to make... There's another copper node. Now there is a similar map to this in Serpent Spine Foothills where the ore in it is iron. So if you want to get some iron, the nodes are in the same places, but they would be iron instead of copper. The wolf. renew this death shield on me, because actually the death shield, when active, increases my death attunement, which means it's easier to cast death-based spells. So if I keep it active, it means... is it going to interrupt me? Yes. Didn't know if their skeleton would have caught him first. Use a blind on him. Do some death punches if they come up. Just want to check to see how my int 1-4. Right. Well, we did actually get skin, got 2 leather hides. What we're really after is a pristine head out of them, because then we can turn those into trophies. Normal heads can be made into hats. No, normal wolf head, and we did get a wolf carcass which we can turn into wolf meat, which of course is used in cooking recipes. In fact, I think, no, it's the obsidian wolf meat on that one. And again, you don't really want to bypass a tree because you can't farm the trees. What we got in here, we've got some pecan nuts used in cooking and sooty bark used in various recipes. A quick copper node. There might be some more down here, so I'm just going to take a careful look down. Yep, there's one. So let's get that copper node. Now I'm actually in this zone in solo mode, which means nobody else can be matched to the same instance as myself. So that means that I know that all of the nodes in here are mine to use. And it is a handy way of actually making certain that you're not sharing resources. But of course, if you come in with a group, you can have somebody do all the harvesting whilst the others keep him clear of taking any damage. A bit like Mr. Bones here is protecting me from any attacks, hopefully. It's about to expire, so what we will do, we'll quickly renew the death shield, and we will renew Mr. Bones, so it's now nicely renewed. Over here there's another wolf. Yes, flame the sword up. And put a bit of flame around me. It should go down relatively quickly. Again, I'm using the fire tree a bit as well, so I'm mixing the magics up. So at the moment I've used that one there and this one here. This one here is a ring of fire around you. What do we get in that wolf carcass? Arthrotic thrombuses aren't yet used in the game that I'm aware of, but they do have a high value to sell to NPCs. But in the fire tree we were using ignite weapon, immolation, which is fire around you. This one is a targeted fire ring, normally handy if you're playing in groups and you're a mage. And of course we have the fireball, but it's a very strong ability, but it does take quite a long time to cast. And this area entrance here is actually to Elysium Mines, if you were looking to go into the mines. Quite a popular mine to go into. I'll go into there a little bit later, so you can either skip further through and you'll see me go in there, or you can continue to watch me as I just quickly run round the zone. And in here you normally get lots of wolves, and as we can see there's some bears up here. Oh, they killed an obsidian stag. Let's see if seeing as they're fighting away, let's see if we can skin this stag. Oh, Bones has decided to go and engage. And we got Suet, which is using advanced weapons. Now, this will be a little bit more challenging. So get the death shield around me, see if we can get Bones active. There we go, and we get the flames going around us. Now it's given us the most damage per second. As you can see, they're knocking me around a bit, but relatively fine. Especially if we can keep this. The death shield is like a let's go this way. It negates some of the damage that they're actually doing to me, so it is the closest to an actual shield in the game. So there goes down one of them. And other one's gone down. Excellent. Let's skin the bears and see what we get off them. Didn't get any carcass, so we just got some animal hide. Oh, this one's going to take a little bit longer. Seems to be random at how fast it goes. Try again. So 91% chance of success. Oh, twice, very rare. Nice quicker one that time, and we just got bear head and again some suet. It's not there. Sometimes there's a node up here, an ore node. We've got some cotton over here, which we'll quickly take. And there's a tree here. There's also a tree down here. This is the pine tree. Nice triangular shaped red leaved tree. And on this one we actually, out the cotton, we've got a beetle carpus, which is used in some advanced leathers. And over here we've got the beech tree, which has got a white trunk and is more of a bushy tree. And the node has, oh, it's actually a silver node in this one. Nice rich node to have. Silver is used in master working in the game. Take down the tree. Just walks round for the chopping point. And of course, chip trees made to make various wood items in the game. And my little companion has just expired. Emerald ash borer, again something that's not used in the game, but they have an extremely high value. Or not used in that I'm aware of. I'm going to rephrase that. Oh. The good thing is it can fizzle as much as it likes when I'm out of combat. That's why I tend to... Oh, let's put the flame around me. And we can come out of combat and those effects still stay on us. And it's, yep, starting to get night time in the game, so let's use the light to fill in the lights. Here we've got a wolf and a couple of resources. flame up the weapon. Use a bit of blind. Use a nice death punch just to get that done. Blind. If you look at the stats up here, you can see what's being applied to it. Yeah, we could use the shield just to bash it, but that does cause it to. Anyway, let's just hopefully finish him off with a death. No, we'll with a coup de grace. And I'm not going to skin any more wolves today, because that takes up too much time for the video, but I would recommend taking all your resources. Through here you sometimes find some nodes. There's a copper node over here. Now it's a good idea to make certain that you don't leave some wolves behind, because if you need to withdraw, you need to make certain that the area is left clear for yourself. There we go. And let's get the copper. Again, it's not something you want to get in the habit of going past and leaving, because even if you don't want to use it for crafting, you can always sell them on to other players. Oh, I've got the wolf over there. He's going to probably interrupt us. Yeah. Let's just get him dealt with. Let's see if we can refresh this. Okay, let's take him down. Do a blind on him. There we go. Yep. Alright, let's get these abilities on us now. You'll have a greater chance casting them if you're not in any combat or anything. You know, you've got to be in combat to cast it, but if you're standing still without fighting, your chance of casting is improved, even though this one seems to want to be the wrong side of. But when I'm out of combat, it doesn't matter. Now the downside of when it fizzles is your focus is taking a hit. So let's just go in, and we've got some more bandits in here. We'll call them rogues in here in this zone today. So if we can just keep on, use that one. Let's see what here. Death punch. A whole group of it, but as you can see my health is remaining pretty steady, even though I'm getting quite a lot of attacking going on. That's mostly because of the abilities of the death magic. And also high damage avoidance and dodge rating. As you can see, my focus is starting to get hit a bit now. Let's do a combo which is mixing two tiles together. They're taking some damage now. We should be recovering it a bit there. And if we make certain we've got that one targeted, use a coup de grace, that would have taken a lot of damage on him. That's the final one now. Probably find my health might go up a little bit on this because my health is increasing more than the damage the target is giving me. stunned. And coup de grace. No. Try it again. No. Death punch. Thank you. Thanks for the health points. Give me some more. Coup de grace. No. Because it's only just remaining there. There we go. Nice big long combat there. Got Mesa, which I think is a sword which we might be able to get pattern out of it. If we scrap them, there's only a chance, so it's not guaranteed. And a teleport scroll. We can get home. There's basically a bandit camp up here. But there are bears that of course are getting in their way. And there's a copper node over here. So I'm not going to do any more skinning unless they're obsidian creatures. Just so we can get through this zone. And at the back here sometimes there's a node. Yep, here it is. And as I said, they might not be active at the time when you come round, but they will always be in the same place. Let's head up to the camp now. A swashbuckler. That's a nice name. So let's get these on me. Let's see if we... Oh, a whole group. Oh, now this is surprising. A bit more up here than I expected. Not a problem. Definitely becoming more challenging. But I don't expect it to be easy. In fact, we might need to withdraw from this one. Hopefully we can get one of them down. In fact, I'm going to use one of my potions, because I want to make certain we at least get one, if not two of them down. Or we withdraw. Next time I'm going to withdraw. Because we don't want to die, because if we die we're going to take some death penalties. Well, we are going to go back on them. There we go. Oh no, there's one coming in. Oh no, it's my skeleton. Now we will recover here. Now I didn't put these buffs on before because I didn't need them. I'm going to put them on now because they give us extra strength, which is extra hit points. I'm going to renew the skeleton. I'm just going to wait for the health buff to come up. There it goes once more. There we go. Now we're going to make certain we've got. Before we go into combat, we're going to get everything ready. Come out of combat as we go into the area. And what we'll do is we'll see if we can pull one or two of them. We might have to pull the whole group again. Here they come. Let's get ready. Let's get ready to rumble. Oh, we only got 1,000. Got 850, so we've got possibly a boss creature if you like. Now there's only 3 of them, because we killed a couple of them of course before. You stand a better chance of staying in combat. There's a blind on him. Oh, we got. Yes. The combo's quite handy because it does hit all of them. Right, there's the strongest one. Pull these back a bit. Just want to try and keep them all in front of you. How's health doing? We're 50%, we're fine. Over on this side I've got all my defensive buffs, if you like. And this is my active side of this particular style of deck. It's certainly been very challenging. Let's bring up some light to fill in the area. Oh, flame up the sword. Let's bring that one back in. No, can't get the death shield. I'm going to run out of focus in a minute, so let's drink a focus potion. We're too close to the end of the combat. I don't really want to have to withdraw. That's the one I want. Coup de grace. And one more left. This is going to be a bit interesting one. Yeah, I'm going to take another health poker to have some potions on you. I don't really want to come out of this combat unless I can help. Now I've run out of focus, so that's why I think we. So we'll drink a focus potion, using a lot of them on this one. Okay, that's a nice combo. That's the one we want. That's the strongest ability when they're down in their final areas. That was a nice big bit of combat. Right, so let's get the swords away. Let's refresh Bones as some support. Let's see what loot we get. Got a Flamberge, which again is a chance for a pattern if we scrap. Oh, a grey supply bundle and a Mesa. Now the supply bundles will have greater loot in them at the moment. They only have what I call minor loot. There is a chance of something big, but it's quite low at the moment. But I believe in the next release of the game they're going to increase what's in the bundles. Now that is a drop and a half. We've got a supply bundle and we've got 2 rare recipes. The recipe for the potion of regeneration and the recipe for potion of stinging, which is a blade poisoning effect, the top one. And a Flamberge, which is quite a high level weapon. And the other stuff. Right, so that's the camp area. Oh, now the camp is clear. We can now enter the camp and find its resources. Up here you'll find a ore node, which of course is copper in the stone. There we go. And let's go down here and we should find another ore node. And if we get out this one, I've got ×3 on it, which is the meticulation chance. So we've got 3 strikes on it. So we've got 2 out the first and then 2 singles, extra granite block, and we also got some tin, which is a chance. We'll see how my 844, so we're pretty much staying stable. There's a nice tree over here, this one. Now some people like to stay in this area and just wait for the bandits to respawn again. Right, let's get bones, is just about to expire. Here we go. Some cotton. Let's see what we get out of the cotton. Now you can farm cotton if you're just after the cotton, but as I say, when you're farming them in the wild you get a chance of other things like that black cutworm, which again is a advanced recipe item. So that's the difference between farmed and wild cotton plants. Let's see if I can get that shield on me. No. There it goes. And flame the weapon. Another buff there. And we'll use a blind. Death punch. And there he goes. Let's see what we get. Mesa and a poison potion. Now there would have been a tree here if it was ready, but it's not yet ready. And we've got another tree. There's 3 in a row here. But I'm going to be cautious because we might be... yeah, one coming into an attack. We might get a respawn of the others as well. So I'm going to get these buffs on me whilst... Our skeleton is doing most of the damage there. Let's head on in and let's join him. And let's just renew Mr. Skeleton. I need to get that one fired in as well. Yep, here comes the swashbuckler. Well, that was the tough one as well. It's good that he's on his own. Just using a couple of different swipes and that should damage him. No, didn't get the hit. Oh, death touch on him. Double slash. Rip swipe. And that's enough to kill him. And flamberge and Misa. Yeah. They're all starting to spawn now, which isn't too bad. That means we can get good XP out of these actually. So this death shield refreshing me. Nope. Yes, we got it. And flame the sword up. Let's renew Mr. Skeleton because he seems to have expired. No, and we'll stack those 2. Use the quad slash, swipe, shield bash, and a death punch. Right, let's get them done. Oh, we're low in focus, so let's be cautious of what we're casting. That's that one down. I'm now choosing what I'm using because my focus is low. Now I've chosen to keep auto attack on, which is handy when your focus is low because you're always then constantly doing damage. Now it does use up some of your focus or experience points whilst you're doing it, but I can now choose what I'm going to strike with him. Nope, we're out of focus now. This is the one we want. Come on, come on, be nice, be nice. No, we're probably going to go him down. And there we go. Let's see what we get. Just gold off that one. And a wonderful torch. And another special sword. Right, let's quickly just grab this tree. Failed, try again. Here we go, we're going to get it. Yep. Cinnamon bark, again used in advanced recipes. A bay horse, hopefully we'll be able to catch them and use them later. And let's carry on around here. Another area you can find some bandits. Some roaming bandits normally in this area. Let's see if I can find them. Oh, the skeleton's just about to expire, so let's just summon him again. Just going to check around here first of all. No, they're not up here. But we'll grab this node quickly. Let's see what we get out of this one. Get some copper and some tungsten. Now there's a little jump area here. Now I think it's handy to have trained in your subterfuge tree is safe fall. That means you can jump from higher distances without taking damage. This is a good area to train it if you've actually got it, or if you've got it of course you can easily jump safer. Now bear in mind if you haven't got it you can still get down here, you just do little jumps. Try and keep yourself just not take any damage like that, but if you've got safe fall you can actually jump from a much greater height, and then you can normally get the jump on these characters here. Let's use quad slash on them. That one trained. And when are you going to give it to me? Yep. Is it blind? There's the fourth one. They do come in a pack of 4. And we've got our assistant. Let's call him back in. And when it goes grey it means they've stunned us. Which means we're susceptible to more damage if we're stunned. One more. That one should do it. There we go. Let's see what loot we get. There's some gold. Spiked club. And if if I go up here, you'll notice we're back at the beginning. I'll just head up here. Now if you follow this path up here, there's a load of areas of wolves and bears up in that area. And that's pretty much the twin foothills explored. This video to an end, and if you are new to my channels, you can follow me on Twitch and subscribe to me on YouTube. That will help me greatly in growing those channels. You've got the information there for Shroud of the Avatar. Feel free to leave any comments in the comments section and I will get back to you, and thank you for watching.